Hey, is this Olivia?
Maybe. Who's asking?
It's Henry.
Wait, Henry Jensen? The one in my bio class?
Yeah.
Ew. Who the hell gave you my number?
Oh, I just asked your friend Katie for it since you ignored me when I asked you.
Well, can you delete it? I have a boyfriend, by the way.
Wait, just give me a second.
I'm about to block you. If my friends find out that I'm texting you, it's gonna ruin my reputation so bad. Not that you could ever understand anyways.
RizApp says he should respond with, if you block my number, you won't know what you're missing out on. If you block my number, you won't know what you're missing out on.
That might be the only good thing you've said to me. Fine, I won't block your number.
Great.
But you should still stop texting me. You have like no friends.
Well, I'm trying to change that. I know that you have a lot of friends and you're really popular, and I admired that, so I want to try and become the same.
Sorry, but that's not gonna happen.
Oh, well, don't think that's going to discourage me. I'm still going to try my best to become your friend.
And I'm gonna try my best to not let you. If you want to make friends so bad, why are you asking me first? That's like going straight to the final boss when starting a game.
You just seemed like the right person, I guess.
Whatever. You should just give up, though.
Hey!
I told you to delete my number.
And I told you I won't give up until you can at least call me your friend.
Yeah, you. Not in a million years anyways. I actually did want to ask you something.
Really? What is it?
Can you not try to talk to me again? After you came up to me the other day, everyone started making fun of me. It's damaging my reputation.
Oh, yeah, sure. I guess I can stop doing that. I'm sorry. Hi.
Henry, can you please just leave me the hell alone? You text me more than my boyfriend at this point, and you have been making zero progress on your friendship goal.
Does my texting annoy you?
I mean, I guess not. But most people don't even have my number. You should be lucky you're even texting me right now.
So does that make me slightly important to you?
Not even close. You're just some lucky geek.
Anyways, I was wondering if you were maybe free tomorrow.
Ha ha ha. Are you seriously trying to ask me on a date? Henry the Weirdo is actually trying to ask me out right now.
All I asked was if you were free tomorrow, because I was wondering if you want to work on the project that we were assigned together on.
Oh, sorry. Well, that's a no either way. I'm going out with my man.
You are? That's fine. I guess I can just work on the project alone. I'm used to being alone anyways.
That's not really a surprise.
Hey, are you free for the project today?
Yeah, I need to get a good grade on this project though. My mom's taking away my BMW until I can get my grade from a F to a C.
Oh, that sounds bad. Don't worry, I'll work as hard as I can to get us a good grade. Anyways, do you think you would want to come over to work on it?
What time?
6. Work?
Sure, I guess.
Awesome. I'll see you later.
I'm outside.
I'll be there soon. I'm playing with Max.
Okay, wait, playing with?
Yeah, Max is this stray dog that sneaks into my room every couple of days. And I play with him and feed him. He's awesome.
Oh, weirdo geek playing with gross abandoned dog. What a surprise. What if he has like rabies or something?
I don't really care. Max would never hurt me anyways. All he needs is some love.
Yeah, that's cool and all. But can you open the door? I don't want to be seen by anyone.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Babe, I've got plans tonight.
And you're telling me this because...
Might not make it home.
Whatever.
Wait, what do you mean? Aren't you gonna ask what I'm up to? Why I'm not coming home?
What's there to ask? You're out drinking with the boys, right? Staying at a buddy's place if it gets late.
You're so smart, babe. We've got a work dinner thing tonight.
I know.
Don't wait up for me, okay? No need to leave the door unlocked.
Got it.
Babe, can I ask you something? You're so chill about this. Aren't you worried I might do something I shouldn't?
If that's what you want to do. Could I stop you anyway? It's your call.
You've changed so much. Feel like I barely know you lately. The old you would have made me come home no matter how late.
Can I ask you something too? Did the old me annoy you? If we're both gonna be miserable, might as well let you have your fun.
Babe, I love you.
Don't worry, I won't nag you to come home anymore. No more overthinking either. If you drink too much, crash at your buddies. I get it now. No more micromanaging you or fighting over little things.
Babe, I'm touched you feel this way. I'll love you more and more.
Have a good time with your friends.
Hey, will do. Babe, just got off work. You didn't forget what day it is, right? It's my birthday, going out with coworkers. Want to join?
I'll pass. Don't know your work friends. Would be awkward. Happy birthday.
Thanks, babe. Love you. You sure you won't come?
I'm sure.
All right. Did you get me a birthday gift?
Nope.
You always used to plan ahead. Why nothing for my birthday this year?
You never liked the gifts I got before, right? Figured cash would be better. Money's what matters anyway. Better to focus on making more dollar than stressing over gifts.
You've grown up. I knew you were the best. I'll be home early tonight. Babe, heading home now. I had a bit too much, feeling dizzy. I'm home, babe. You're not here? Where'd you go?
Still at work, overtime. Tons to do, deadline tomorrow. Go to bed, I'll be back when I'm done.
Babe, my head's killing me.
Okay, noted.
Did you hear me? My head hurts.
Can't talk. Busy. We'll discuss when I'm back.
You've changed. You don't care about me at all anymore. So cold and distant. Nothing like when we first met. I go out now, no calls, no texts.
Let me ask you, isn't this what you wanted? Not prying, giving you space. This is what you told me before. I'm doing it now. Isn't that enough? What more do you want? Why are you unhappy now?
You've got it all wrong, babe. This isn't what I wanted. I want you to be your old self again. The girl who only had eyes for me. Back to how we were when we first fell in love.
It's too late. We can't go back. I'm numb now. I see things clearly. Let the past be the past. There's something I've wanted to tell you for a while.
What is it?
Let's get a divorce. I'm exhausted. I can't work on this relationship anymore. Lost that spark. Better to split up now. It's best for both of us.
Babe, I don't agree. Please don't leave me. I won't go out anymore. Won't stay out all night. Babe, give me one more chance. I know I messed up.
That's it. I gotta go. I've already contacted a lawyer, and I think you should too. Let's end this on good terms.
Your name is?
Caitlin.
Caitlin. Would you take Caitlin out?
Sure, absolutely. Come with me.
Thank you.
There you are.
You're Haley?
Haley.
Stand up, please. Miss Cohagen, that adorable little child is your daughter. She has a terrible scar on her face, and that scar on her face is a result of being bitten by a dog that belongs to Mr. Chin.
Yes.
Haley is Caitlin's half-sister.
Yes.
Is she your daughter?
My step.
Your stepdaughter. She doesn't live with you.
No, ma'am.
You were living with Mr. Chin,
Yes.
who is 17.
Yeah.
You're 19.
Yes.
Was Mr. Chin living with his mother?
No, he was living with me
Just you.
and my roommate.
How many times had your little sister come to spend time with you?
That was her first time.
And when you spoke to your stepmom about it, how long was she supposed to stay with you?
The weekend.
And you knew that your stepdaughter was living with a 17-year-old young man.
Yes.
Right? And her roommate, who was how old?
18.
So you had a 17, an 18, and your stepdaughter was the oldest at 19,
Yes, I believe so.
who was living in the house.
Yes.
When you agreed to take your little sister for the weekend, did you tell your stepmother that, what's your first name?
Austin.
That Austin had just gotten a dog.
Yes.
Did you tell her what kind?
Yes.
You told her that Austin had just gotten a pit bull.
Yes.
And so your stepmother knew the following, Miss Cohagen. This is what you knew. You knew that you were sending your 6-year-old child to a house that was occupied by a 17, 18, and 19-year-old with a brand new pit bull when you let your daughter go there for the weekend.
She did not disclose to me there was a pit bull there.
So your stepdaughter is lying to me. Is that what you're, just a second. So you didn't know there was a dog there?
I knew there was a dog because Austin had prior gotten rid of the dog, but I did not know he had gotten it back.
Did you know that there was a dog there? Without knowing what kind, did you know there was a dog there?
No, I knew Maya was there, which is my stepson's husky, but I did not know there was a
Who had your stepson's husky?
my stepson and my stepdaughter, because my
So
stepson
your
had moved
stepson
in.
is the one who's 18.
No, that was Alexis, his girlfriend.
So you also had another kid living there.
He's 22. I don't know when Kyler moved in.
In any event, because of all of your irresponsibility, and that includes you, that 6-year-old has a terrible scar on her face.
Yes, ma'am.
First of all, you have nothing to do with this, so you can sit down.
Thank you.
She doesn't live with them.
Well, he's a minor, so I did
Who
not
cares?
know.
That's right. That's why you don't send your 6-year-old to stay with a minor who has a dog. And you knew he had a pit bull before. Now your stepdaughter says you knew that the dog was back. You can't blame somebody else. That's your fault. You're supposed to watch your daughter, not a 17-year-old, not a 19-year-old. You're supposed to watch her. That's why I asked her to leave, because I read this case and I said, you know what? He's an idiot for getting a pit bull. You're an idiot for taking your little sister there with him and a pit bull. But bottom line is, the 6-year-old is your responsibility. Yours. You can't blame anybody else. You can't blame anybody else for the scar on that child's face. That's your fault. Now, in what room did it happen where Caitlin was bitten by the dog?
It happened in my room.
Where were you?
My bedroom with my brother.
Why weren't you watching your sister?
I didn't think anything was going to happen.
You should have stopped with, I didn't think. Nobody is responsible for that child's bite except you.
I just did not know the dog was back.
Just a second. That's up to you to find out before you let a 6-year-old go someplace where they're out of your control. If I were a reasonable person, would I let my 6-year-old go to a house which was occupied by a 17, an 18, and a 19-year-old, and one husky? Would I think about doing that? Maybe for an hour. For a weekend? What was so important?
She just wanted to go. Haley had asked for Caitlin, so I said it was okay.
Did you go over to the house?
I had been there before, and there was no dog.
Then.
No, not that day.
That day, the day before that day. So before I let my 6-year-old go to a house where I knew there had been living a pit bull, and I know there's a husky there, and I know that she's an idiot who doesn't think. Why would I do that? Why would I, without going?
A month before.
Your case is dismissed.
Okay.
The child scar is on you,
Yes,
not
ma'am.
anybody else. Anybody.
Do you know the song Voilà?
The song, voilà, yeah.
Yeah, amazing. Is it possible to sing with you?
Yeah, sure, okay. Let's go.
Écoutez-moi, moi la chanteuse à demi. Parlez de moi à vos amours, à vos amis. Parlez-leur de cette fille aux yeux noirs et de son rêve fou. Moi, ce que je veux, c'est écrire des...
Dyeing their hair red in an attempt to capture his attention. But David only had eyes for me, and he made me feel like I was the only girl in the world. But 3 months into the relationship, I started wondering if David was keeping something from me. I knew he was very busy with his training, but a few times I found out that his football buddies had gone home while he'd disappeared somewhere else. I didn't believe it was about another girl, but something was off, and I started to be cautious. One day, a Tinder notification popped up on his phone. I couldn't read the message, but it made me feel uneasy. I didn't want to confront him about it directly because I knew he would brush it off as nothing and I would believe him. So I decided to create a fake Tinder account and play a prank on him. If he had nothing to hide, we would both have a good laugh and move on. I posed on Tinder as a young artist with a red ponytail and soon matched with David. We exchanged messages and he suggested a date. At that moment, I realized he might actually be cheating on me. It was no longer a joke. Okay, let's find out who you really are, David. I wore makeup, a wig, violet contact lenses, and clothes to look like my fake Tinder profile. We met at the cafe, and he was in his best mood. To avoid revealing my real voice, I pretended to be less talkative. He led the conversation, but sometimes he would stop speaking, gaze admirably into my eyes, and touching my hand. And I was getting angrier by the second. It was time to tell him he'd been caught. Suddenly, a beautiful girl with curly carrot hair rushed to our table, and David turned white. What the heck, David? You said it was a one-time thing. Georgia, listen to me. It's not what it looks like.
Then what is it, David? You're with another girl while you're still with me? Before her, it was Francesca from the flower shop. Or are you seeing her too? How could you do this to me?
Please, give me a chance to explain.
As she stormed out of the cafe, David ran after her. My mind was racing as I tried to process everything. David was a womanizer obsessed with redheads? Me? Fake Tinder artist? Georgia? Francesca? Were there more? I needed more answers, and I decided to track down Francesca. It didn't take long before I found her, surrounded by gorgeous flowers that paled in comparison to her beauty. She was a knockout. By any chance, are you David's girlfriend? Yes. Is everything okay? To tell you the truth, Georgia asked me to check if he's still with you. Poor girl, I feel sorry for her. She's David's ex, and she's obsessed with him, even now. She can't seem to accept that he's moved on and he's in love with me only. David was an amazing liar, and I felt angry at myself for falling for his stupid lies. I wished there was something like the cheating police, and I could call to have him arrested. But it was only me, and I had to do something. So I chose the one thing I was best at. I was gonna prank David. While we were hanging out the next day, I spied his phone password, and when he went off for training, I posted on his Facebook from his phone. Hey, bae, if you're seeing this, get ready for a surprise tonight. Winky face heart, 7 p.m. at the fountain. At 7, the meeting point was crowded with red-haired girls, and I was just as
shocked to see the number. I saw some familiar faces, like Georgia and Francesca, who hadn't seen each other yet. Finally, David arrived. The army of girls rushed to him and then suddenly stopped to look at each other. David stared at them all in horror, realizing he'd been exposed. He panicked and just jumped back into his car, driving away like a maniac. This was you, wasn't it, Georgia? You arranged all of this so I'd break up with him. You're such a crazy ex-girlfriend. What are you talking about? We haven't broken up yet. What nonsense? I'm his girlfriend. They all started fighting like crazy, and I escaped. I felt victorious about exposing the truth, but also heavy-hearted because of David's deceit. The day after was a really big football match. David performed horribly, and our team lost the game. The other team was trash-talking so much today, it just got to me and I felt distracted. Also, I think I'm coming down with a stomach bug, and I just didn't sleep much last night. David, please, stop lying. I know why your head wasn't in the game today. It's because your cheating got exposed yesterday. Yeah, I'm the one who called all the redheads there.
Okay, we started off with a dozen eggs in my greased air fryer. I'm next coming in with my diced ham, and we are just gonna put a generous amount, enough to cover our dozen eggs. I think I'm gonna use about a third of this bag. Yummy, those look so good. Now I'm gonna bring in my tricolor diced bell peppers. We are making such an easy and delicious breakfast in our air fryer. It's gonna take only a few minutes and it's gonna be incredible. I have some diced yellow onion that we're gonna also put in there. Now, if you don't like any of these ingredients, you can totally skip them, but I'm just adding what I like. And you guys know I like my cheese, so we're doing some mild cheddar right in there. Ooh, right in that air fryer, oh yeah. Now, before we give this a mix, of course, we gotta season this up. I have some garlic powder. Okay. Now, if you don't like ham, you could do a sausage or a bacon. If you don't like bell peppers, you could do, you know, some chives or something like that. Do whatever you like for your breakfast. Now, I'm gonna add some black pepper. Oh, that garlic pepper. That garlic powder smells so good. Okay, and then last but not least, we gotta add some sea salt. You guys know I need a little salt in all of my dishes because it just adds the best flavor. All right, now it is time to grab our whisk and we are gonna mix this all together so that we make the most delicious Denver omelet in our air fryer. Yep, you heard that. We are making a Denver omelet in the air fryer. So easy, so delicious. Honestly, it is my favorite way to make an omelet because it's so much faster. You don't have to, you know, guard the stove the whole time you're cooking it. You just pop it in and set it until it is ready. Oh, look, that was stuffed so quickly too. We didn't have to dirty any bowls. We just did it all in our air fryer. Okay, I think that looks just about ready. Yummy. Okay, pop this in. We're gonna turn this on. We're gonna do air fryer. We are gonna temp it at 350 because we don't want it to burn. And then we're gonna set it for 10 minutes and we'll check it out after 10 minutes. All right, it's been 30 minutes at 350. Let's go ahead and check it out. Oh my, that looks so good, you guys. Nice and crispy on the top. Okay, it is time to get this out and we're just gonna flip it. Easy peasy, because we greased it. Oh, it looks so good. I'm instantly gonna come in with my sriracha. And we are just gonna do a nice little drizzle. Obviously, if you don't like sriracha, you can skip it, but my family loves it. Look at that delicious Denver omelet in your air fryer. So yummy, so delicious. It's time to cut a piece. Oh yeah, perfectly cooked. Couldn't have asked for a better breakfast, you guys. Yummy. And you can make the same recipe in the oven if that's your choice, but I love my air fryer. That is so good. So good.
哇塞，这么深呀、有个楼梯。